Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Hades 2 where, when these sprout, we will finally be able to take the fight to the surface in some kind of meaningful way. But until then, it's not like we don't have anything left to do down below. I'll tell you what, this plan is going to require more than one handful of sand. So I was looking at our weapons, and although the big axe has the bone thirst, it's not one of our testament weapons at the moment, and I figure I'd rather work on the testament stuff than get the extra bones at this moment. So we only need one level of testament. We've got the Vow of Wards turned on, and I think with that, let's go ahead and do this. I've got Karen's purse to start the run with. Yeah, I owe these skulls a better performance than the one I gave them. I think we had a really good build last time, and I just kind of got out of phase with it. So let's see if we can do better this time.
You struck a solid blow against the Titans' forces, but they've started to regroup. Still, these types of victories must shake them to the core. Let's drive them back.
Got a weird way of speaking, my dude. Whenever your casts expire, restore 40 magic. That's not a bad method of gain. I do like attacks deal more damage in a larger area. Obviously, that's pretty okay here. This is a pretty slow gain, but it's for a large amount of magic. I'm quite torn. I guess I'm going to take the Lucid Gain, I think.
Now.
For one thing, I don't think it's a bonus that we've had before, so there's something to be said just for that. And look at that, we get to take a Chaos Boon right away.
Sting away.
This could be very good news indeed. Or potentially the other thing.
Flux.
And hey, that's pretty cool. That's a resource we've never seen before.
Thank you for summoning me.
Remember my mark. There was a certain humbling I felt within the depths. You reached your destination, did you not? Confronted Chronos and prevailed, and yet his influence remains. But perhaps the Titan shall relinquish control with further persuasion.
I wouldn't worry about it. It seems like I have some kind of plan. Okay, 3 encounter clearances for 40% more money for the rest of the run. Heal 4 whenever you exit a location. Like, you can definitely see how this kind of stuff is more useful toward the end of the run when we're like, we're running sort of low and I'm like at replacement health. And just like building up so that I have a pool to fight Chronos with or whatever. But I am also kind of thinking that none of these are very exciting. And that I think we're going to spend our first reroll here.
Let's try this again.
In particular, I'd really like to see some higher rarities, right? So, for the next 4 encounters, whenever you use magic, it'll prime until the next location, and afterward, your attacks deal 57% bonus damage. That's so fucking good, and it's not like the penalty is not a penalty at all. I know that this number is higher, but we don't know for sure whether this is going to be a cast-focused build or not. We can try to force it, but, like, you always use your attack, right? I feel like Fixated Strike is the exciting way to go here. Casts can be very powerful, and this is a lot of damage. That said, like, the penalty here is actually a little bit more meaningful. This may end up happening to us anyway. But this is kind of nothing, especially since this early on we don't really have a strong incentive to spend magic anyway. Like, I'll just use the weapons as they are. It'll be fine. Well, that's annoying. The tree stump has more collision than I would like. All right, had I wholly run out of those? I totally had. Okay.
I have to search the depths of chaos for this.
So yeah, we picked up some flux, mostly used with incantations involving formlessness and change, and also some garbage because Eris was hanging around eating candy bars. I guess is what those are supposed to be. Candy bar wrappers. Kind of look like candy bar wrappers. Now, obviously, these things are tremendously annoying. So this spinner, guys, for this strategy that involves me dashing through my enemies a lot. I blew up the tree in the wrong direction.
All right.
How exactly you shall vanquish Chronos, someone shall have to explain to me at some point. Your witching ways shall help you to prevail where we could not, At least he hasn't yet imprisoned you along with your kin.
Alright, Zeus is getting a little bit touchy about the fact that I made more headway than he has here. Whenever you spend magic at all, a random surrounding foe is struck by lightning. See, that's interesting. That is... It's not a reason to spend, but it's a good complement for a reason to spend. Our specials inflicting blitz, I think, is like very okay. It's extremely whatever. I think Thunder Rush and Power Surge are both more exciting. I'm gonna take the Power Surge.
Mine.
Now we just need we have a way of regaining magic, and we have some extra stuff that happens when we use the magic. Now we just need a reason for for us to ever spend magic. I don't think I really want to spend anything here. An Archaic Seal onto Chimera Jerky would mean we're at specials plus 40% damage through, what's her name, the Sirens, which is like fine. I don't think I'm gonna buy anything, and we certainly don't need more money. So this, I think, is a little bit more normative for this weapon. Right, like, I guess that was a pretty bad... I was like, you could do this mortar thing. This is a pretty bad example of it, though, when all of the enemies that I'm doing the mortar thing on have a point of armor. Not really representative. Or at least it's a way of being. I don't mean to represent it as the way of being. So we're not anywhere near the boss fight yet, right? We're always offered a shop right before the boss fight. I think I'm going to take the enhanced Poseidon boon here and save our money for that final shop. Because I do want to get one more fight done.
Shadow spinner.
So that we can clear the, what do we call it? We can clear the Chaos Boon. Alright, just you and me, and unfortunately this is the part where I get my ass kicked. Extremely reliably. Ow. It's gonna explode for a decent amount, I think. Wait, our base damage is really low compared to the health of this enemy.
Such rage it must have felt. Seeds.
Okay, we do certainly need a bunch more of those.
These strange things have happened since the other night. Good things if you're not one of our enemies. We think perhaps you cut old Chronos down to size, but he just grows right back, as I recall.
Okay, so I don't think that Wave Strike is very compelling. It's a flat 25% Bonus damage on attacks that hit foes. I don't know if this value will also receive the percentage multiplier or not. I wish that it would be a little... I wish there was a way to... all we can really do is use it and watch and see if a 25 pops up or a 57. It should be like... It should be closer to 40. I do think High Surf is actually pretty alright. Just enemies taking damage kind of all the time. Yeah, I'll take that. That seems fine. Priming 30 magic doesn't really do too much to us. We're regaining magic in chunks of 40 anyway. And we got our Chaos Boon finished, so... Unfortunately, our foes are so wise and powerful. Yeah, it's interesting how the high surf thing knocks them back as they're beginning to attack, where back just means away from me. So if you saw that, like that big guy, I was down here and he was here. He started his attack and it pushed him, and then the dash happened, and yeah, that's strange. There's not really anything else going on around here. I guess more ash. It turns out we need just a huge amount of the stuff. Oh, hey.
Arachne?
One of these fucking weird situations. Arachne has a real menace to her. It's a real adorable menace. But none of those are pointed in the right direction. What am I doing? Wow, this is a higher challenge one of these than I feel like we usually see. Alright, I'm very excited to see what we're gonna get for our hammer boon. We definitely want to pull a an attack focused boon if we can. Obviously, the one we had last time would be fine, but I'd prefer something else. If only for the sake of variety.
This place again.
After your Omega special fires projectiles outward, they come back inward. That's alright. Shells fly back to you automatically, like immediately, at 100% faster. That's like extremely whatever. Your specials launch you ahead faster and deal more damage. I mean, so Twisting Crash, I can try to Omega special as my recovery more often. That can be our magic spending plan.
Further refined.
Most of the ancient edifices that once housed the dead awaiting judgment within Erebus have since been taken by the woods or by decay.
It must have been magnificent.
I mean, I think it's still pretty magnificent. And once again, here's that weird little...
Little raven.
What a strange and adorable critter you are.
Be safe out there.
Okay, I could definitely use a hex. So let's try practicing this a little bit. Hard to really see the thing in action there because of the extremely small area that we performed it in.
Need to recharge.
Oh right, I need to be casting. One thing we have to be very careful about, and it's something that I got into a lot of trouble with last time with this weapon, is that the special does not have any iframes, and as such, if I happen to run through a projectile while using it, I just get hit. I just take the damage.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
You faced the Titan in the lowest depths. That much I knew before your headmistress confirmed you vanquished him, as I had faith you would. If his life force is like grains of sand, then you took one. Eventually, all.
Yeah, let's hope it works that way. There's a lot of if coming off of that. Hex turns you into an impervious living nightmare with her own abilities for 5 seconds. That's kind of fun. Hex blasts a large target area for 1,000 damage. So this is one where you target it and then you don't charge up for that time or anything. It just takes a while before it goes off, which means that the enemy is free to move out of it. We haven't actually tried Darkside yet. I'm curious to do this. And you'll note I tend to take the moon glow fairly seriously because I sure do love
Dark side.
extra steps on the path of stars.
Together we shine.
So this is what it looks like. Okay. It's a little bit like Hecate, I guess. Anything terribly compelling here? 6 encounters, stuff offered by Karen costs 30% less. So if we're planning to spend about 300 in his shop, this will save us like 90 coins, but it costs 80 coins to buy. I mean, I do think we're going to encounter him within 6 encounters.
And even trade.
Doubt it will happen twice. I'm going to buy it because I think we're going to get just about the value back. And that is, we have that prophecy to buy all the items from the Karen shop. So this seems like a good time to get that one out of the way. Catch you on the edge of that. Yeah, I have to be very careful when doing the special to try to find an angle that doesn't
Ashes.
put me on a collision course with anything.
Let me show you the way. There.
All right, so here I think is our pre-boss shop, and maybe we'll get lucky and we'll hit one more shop down in the next area before the Well of Karen item runs out. If you were to buy this thing along with one of the items that makes the duration 2 guardians,
Lord Charon.
you probably get some pretty decent value out of that.
We got him finally, Lord Charon. The Titan can be slain. If but to complicate his schemes a little while, till we can put a stop to him for good. Yes, my father's
Yeah,
throne shall
it's a
be
fair
restored.
point, and he makes it so eloquently.
Here's the gold.
Trusty Charon reached you after all, and just in time to face the gravest threats along your path. So may my blessing bring you victory.
So we got our second discount card there. That's good news. +2 dodge chance per air boon. Now that's interesting. Shameless Attitude is just raw. Yeah, but what about an air build? I wonder how good we could get Wispy Wiles. Shameless Attitude it's an air boon, I'm actually gonna take this. I've never tried this before. Let's lean in on that really hard. And then we may as well buy you. More magic restored off Lucid Gain. Or, all this stuff is kind of not amazing. High Surf, you know what? The damage off of High Surf is just like free damage that's kind of happening all the time. And yeah, we've totally been left with enough money that if I see a Karen shop again soon, I will go for
Your
it.
presence. There's not much glory in confronting adversaries one-to-one. I myself invoke shades of the dead to alter the odds. Some may well favor you instead.
Perhaps if I brought with me a legion of animal familiars next time, Headmistress. Not that any beast would bear its fangs at you.
You jest, yet a familiar may be of considerable benefit given all that you have to do. A possibility to think upon once you are rid of me.
I mean, that does sound like a good idea. I would very much like to have an animal familiar, in fact. Yeah, I mean, that's doing pretty okay damage. Oh, right, I had to remember to throw it on the cast, even if just to throw it down. Ow. That's embarrassing. Try to miss her by a little bit more, I think. Sure to cast, just to cast. Ow. Taking some real silly damage here. Yeah, this is why I didn't fire the Hex right away, because I figured we were pretty close to her turning invincible again. I think it's worth it to have avoided the shot, but it's still annoying to be taking even more damage. It's fine. I'll be fine. As long as we don't somehow lose a Death Defiance here, we'll have time to recover. I don't know, it doesn't really feel like it does that much damage. Ow, and then I ran directly into that. That really sucks. Must be more careful. Is the real one by chance? No. Nope. Changed our mind. That is really bad. That's a really, really bad fight.
Do bring an animal familiar along next time, if but to keep things livelier for me. We have the means to keep them safe, even in scuffles such as these.
Faith of familiar spirits. They should work on Chronos, or perhaps...
Hell yeah, Battle Chronos.
Here you go.
The fire-stepping princess
Can you imagine?
stands alone.
Okay, so that's put me in a pretty bad position health-wise, but we have some time to recover here, and of course a friendly fountain.
He's there.
Keep this up.
Yeah, I kind of figured he'd have some shit to talk. I guess let's take the Silken Sash to help me. First of all, I do want to level this up all the way, and secondly, to help me get some time to recover my HP.
Are we quite done?
There's something about this weapon that just makes me play in a really silly and reckless fashion.
You yet persist, despite my generous attempts to dissuade you. Then very well. You carry on as the distraction which you are, whilst I turn my attention to matters of greater import.
That's smart, dude. Negging is totally gonna work on me. You got my number.
Ugh, that's cold.
Huh. There's a bunch of stuff wrapped in the seaweed. It's not exactly Arachne style.
Sounds like I can get out.
It's weird that the room reward has
I
collision.
don't have to stand and fight.
No, I don't have to, but the enemies still have gold. Yeah, look at that. 16 gold. Was I going to just let it go? It might be a good idea to pick up some more nectar now that we're running fairly low. Alright, these things are a lot easier to kill when they don't have shields.
Revol's empty.
All right, High Tide was actually doing just extraordinary work there. Narcissus mostly gives us surface currency, right? I mean, he gives us a surface currency and something that's useful down here. I do think the Path of the Stars is probably going to be. So, I guess here's where my head's at on this. I'm pretty unimpressed with Dark Form and its damage output at the moment, and I'm wondering if the Path of Stars is going to be able to improve it to the point where it is cool, or if pushing Path of Stars is just like throwing good money after bad, and we're going to end up spending a bunch of run resources on a thing that's just not interesting. I mean, I guess like at the very least, if I can increase its duration, even if the damage output is not awesome, being able to become invincible for a considerable period of time while I'm still dealing any damage at all is good. Like that's still free damage. Yeah, over visiting Narcissus, who's just gonna give me what, like some max magic, or yeah, I think I'll take the path. Let's get our moon glow.
Let's take these witches down.
Artemis.
Oh, don't be over there.
Thought I'd drop in.
Okay.
Artemis.
I barely needed the help at all, actually.
Choose your path.
So yeah, let's look at these. What do the big upgrades do? Cast deals 30% more damage. Death Defiance effects recharges your hacks. Attack gains the bonuses of your attack boon. Okay, that's potentially compelling. Since we don't have our attack boon yet, it is hard to know how good that's going to be. Plus 20% damage, bonus duration. Okay. So it seems like heading toward Resonance is going to be kind of a big deal. After using your hacks, you have a bonus 1% chance to dodge in this encounter, which is weird. Bloodthirst, Bloodthirst. Okay, so I kind of like taking this path to Resonance. Yeah, because I think we're going to need all the damage boosts to make it really exciting. And then, since I can't reach purple anyway right now, do I want to... Do I want to bounce off and grab Dominion real quick? It'll still take 3 points to get Resonance from there. Right now, our cast doesn't really deal any meaningful damage, so that kind of percentage boost is not really that exciting. I think we'll just take the partial path. Like each of those nodes was meaningful.
To the next phase.
And then, have I given you a gift yet? Have I given you nectar? I didn't realize there was a chat log. That's interesting. I don't know. What is the best way to check that? You know what? Whatever. You're getting one no matter what.
You do know we have barrels of this stuff up on Olympus, right? Used to, at least. Damn near forgotten what it tastes like, come to think.
May the good memories come flooding back. Whenever you have the time for it, of course.
Okay, yeah, I had already given her some. Well, that's fine.
You found Chronos. Sank your fangs into his throat. Sister Hecate gave me the gist. How'd you do it? Found some exploitable weakness, something like that?
Mostly I just kept evading a lot. He's very powerful, but must have underestimated my ability to resist his tricks.
He won't always underestimate you, though. Must have his vulnerabilities. The old are seldom wise and often weak, right? He's bloodied. Go for the kill. For you.
After you hit with an attack or special, fire a seeking arrow. I mean, we are firing our attacks very quickly. I think support fire is actually pretty good here.
Then it's yours. Farewell for now.
Oh, was that a wind?
Let's do this again sometime.
I didn't think about it, but I should definitely be paying more attention. That was a wind. Okay. So lots of Zeus's bonuses are wind bonuses, as are Apollo's, I think. Apollo's pretty like wind and fire. Apollo's attack boon would be nice. Honestly, Zeus's attack boon, just like putting Blitz up, I don't think would be bad at all. Yeah, let's maybe go for Zeus, actually. Oh, God. Oh, this will open up some of y'all. As y'all can see, the extra arrows from support fire don't necessarily go toward the thing that you hit. It's just fires a homing arrow that goes and finds something to damage. Okay, and those were actually very effective at clearing the field for us. Trying to make sure I'm still putting down my casts. I don't like how long the darkness sticks around, because like I had apparently come out of the form for quite a while there. My clue was her saying need shells as I continued to click, and I need more visual separation. Like I came out of dark form, and the oppressive darkness that's making it hard for me to tell what's going on stuck around for really rather a long time.
In the name of Hades.
And unfortunately, our Chaos Boon just worn off without us getting to see another shop, so that's a shame. Divine Vengeance is not terrible. While you have at least 5 air, your attacks never deal less than 50 damage. You can never deal less damage than the limit. So the big question is, would this bring the support fire arrows up to 50 damage? I think we're gonna try to find out. We're gonna try to air build here. I need to gain 2 more air. And I trust that it is doable.
Even the faintest river current in the underworld bears willingly the boatman of the dead, wheresoever he may please.
I'm grateful he made the trip.
We got our shop just one encounter too late to benefit from the thing. Karen he's very careful. You know, he sold us that bonus, so
Hear me, on my authority.
he knows. Okay, big surprise, water. We don't have a catalog of... Okay, I'm not allowed to access it right now anyway. In the first game, the book, you got your codex, eventually had in it a catalog of all the possible boons. Because it seems like gods generally have more than one type of element available, and I'm wondering if we could reoffer and maybe get an air boon from him, but I'm not at all sure. We could take this. We are still actually pretty, you know, we have not recovered our health yet. Omega moves also launch a wide wave ahead that knocks foes away. Where your casts immediately hit foes with Froth. And 60 damage. It does make the immediate dropping of the cast to recover mana. Like, it gives me some value immediately on that, and then I get my magic back eventually. I do kind of think maybe Tidal Ring is where we're going. Wide wave ahead that knocks foes away is... I'm not 100% sure how to read that, and my concern is that this would push foes out of the area for the other part of the move. Or we could grab this and get some bonus value on our minor finds for the rest of the run. Let's take the Tidal Ring. And then honestly, I don't think I value... Well, maybe I'll... You know what? Maybe I'll take the food. 38 health would be more than enough to put us at full, but we have 46 armor on. You know what? I'm gonna trust myself to just heal it off.
Going in.
Because I want to make sure I have enough to buy out the good stuff at the pre-boss shop, right?
The water spouts.
Well, I'm certainly doing compelling area damage. Don't worry, friend. I'll help you.
Let me help you.
Still not sure exactly how this is
In
helping,
the crossroads.
but it seems to comfort them. Alright, I'm back down to 1 nectar, so I'm inclined to take more nectar. So I haven't been doing a lot of our Omega cast, because obviously we got the special bonus.
Too hot for you?
I'm really surprised I didn't get hit by that projectile. I must have flown right past it. One thing I hadn't considered is that
My claim.
the support fire arrows are breaking the armor charge off of enemies. That's kind of cool. Alright, here we're hoping for... no such luck. I was going to say boon plus heart would be awfully good.
What's he queuing for?
Okay. I do not hate a level of high surf.
In the name of Hades.
Channel your Omega cast faster, your casts expire faster. That actually is kind of compelling. Hasty Retreat is a dodge bonus that also is an air boon. Like, that's real hard not to take in our current situation.
Hey girls, go on and heckle us, lady. We're big, we've got thick scales. Scylla's got a voice like yelping dogs. Her lustrous hair looks like a bunch of snaky heads. We've heard it all.
I wasn't going to say any of those things, which strike me as bizarre. Perhaps if you didn't antagonize your audience so much, they'd be more charitable.
Oh, Melanoe. No.
Their words roll right off our backs. At least mine. I only care about their cheers and their screams, which all start to sound the same after a while. Hello, Hyannis! You can stay away, seems every day you keep coming back. Now it's plain to see you
pretty good damage and not taking a huge amount myself. I say as I immediately get hit by a bouncing projectile. One thing that is a little bit of a bummer is that we can't drop the cast in the middle of the dash. Okay, cool, we got her. You know, I'm finding that I am actually really missing the growing cast boon. Do I want to pop our hex here, or do I want to? I think I kind of just want to hold on to it for the next phase. We could use it and then re-earn it, I suppose.
No shells.
Okay. No more weird bouncing bullshit. God, those projectiles, they just cascade around the field for such a long time after she fires them. Alright, here we go. Yeah, you're not given a sharp enough, this is gonna end in a second mark, I think. It's very easy to take a hit because you turned back in the middle of an attack or something. Alright, drummer down. Now we can focus a little bit more, although I'm not really... Who was the featured artist? I didn't even notice. It has not mattered a terrible amount here. I think it must be Skilla, right? I don't know, whatever. She's very glowy, and she's firing a lot of her projectiles, so... Yeah, unfortunately, this number of large seeking projectiles does actually make it very challenging to safely special near her. I feel like I'm running into an explosive every time. Would you come out of the corner a little bit, please? Okay, here we go. Yeah, switching into dark form it feels kind of weak and bad. You are definitely less offensively capable. And that's without me even having any enhancing boons on my attack or a special. That gap is only going to grow. So we still haven't actually finished the Silken Sash. We need 13 more encounters to rank it up. We could just hold on to it through this next area. I think I'm likely to go back to the Evil Eye for the last bit. First of all, I just would like to get this ranked up as well. But secondly, obviously, it will help with the Chronos fight. You know what? I might just hold the Silken Sash. We still have armor. We're still gaining armor. Our health is not super, super high, so... Yeah, that's good enough. And I'm glad I did not spend money on health, because we did not need it. And here, we must calm the hound.
Look for the markers. Lost loves, failed dreams, regrets.
And also, we are desperately looking for one more air boon.
Smackers.
Oh, almost ran myself directly into some thorns, which is exactly what I was worried about.
rest again for now.
I feel like we have a pretty decent, like, basic rhythm with this weapon, though. I did lose the track of the golden bow.
Some glass rock.
I guess that's one downside of the support fire, is that the arrows can sometimes go and create problems for you where you did not have problems before.
Beware the evil eye.
Oh, hey.
Remember to be extra reckless since your gold is on the line. Let's get started.
Racia.
Ah, that's hers.
Revol's empty.
Still
All right. That was a pretty easy one. So we for sure are taking our resonance. We for sure are getting our dominion. And, you know, our cast is dealing some damage now. And it's basically free to work into dark form time, because it casts, like, instantly. You want to run up on them during dark form time anyway, because the expanding ring of darkness is only going to damage stuff that's close to you. All right, what else is around here? There are some bones to be had, which I might otherwise have missed.
Can you see me in there?
I am not engaging with you, sir.
The Phantom.
Yeah, always a nightmare. Even trying to just, like, move out of the way as quickly as possible. The attacks have so little wind up. Oh boy, and really quite a large dash range too. I appreciate that every time I think, oh no, I've screwed up and I've performed my Omega special in a place where it's just not going to deal damage to the boss, it turns out the boss has decided to teleport on top of me. Ow. Wow, well, there goes my armor. Yeah, there's absolutely no way to, like, if you can't see the Spectre, it can cast the first shot of that tornado on you, and there's no like warning frames or anything. It deals damage on the first frame. We're close.
Drink that up.
I hate that thing.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Alright, tell me you got an air boon for me. Oh. Epic version of Shameless Attitude is really good here.
The rush of air.
Okay, so we're at 10% dodge from Wispy Wiles, plus we now have the Zeus bonus active, plus we now have our extra damage bonus. Yeah, that feels... Alright, let's hope that the air quality does affect the support strike arrows, because if it does, we're really going to feel this bonus. So Hermes boon versus, like, so picking up air boons is still worth 2% dodge per boon. And Hermes boons do tend to be air boons. If we go to Echo, Echo might give us... So I'm not sure if Echo's get your last reward benefit here would cause us to get an enhanced rarity. An enhanced rarity Aphrodite boon, because it is like a different item, right? It has little arrows coming off of it. Let's see if it does, because obviously that would be lovely. Also, I do want to make sure the Echo's like okay and everything after last time.
Aren't you a welcome sight?
Indeed.
A welcome sight. A welcome sight. A welcome sight. I know you didn't always speak this way, without the full use of your voice. But you possess such strength despite the change. My words, perhaps, but the intent is yours. My words, but the intent is yours. My words, but the intent is yours.
Okay, so we didn't get that. Choose one of 3 random boons from the previous night. I think I'm going to take this. How am I doing on gold right now? Okay, so I do have enough to afford a boon.
For me? Are you sure? Sure.
Okay, well, I do feel like another hammer pull is probably good. We definitely need more health. I hate to lose out on 2 boons, but hammer, y'all. Also, we really do need more max HP.
A boulder.
Yeah, the arrows are absolutely doing 50 damage each now. That's fantastic. I like that very much.
Smackers.
Smackers. What a silly name for an enemy. And I know that that's not like a rose by any other name or whatever, but still, like, I feel like you gotta try. Why are you still alive? Damn.
Area clear.
To be perfectly honest with you, I would really love to have another like 50 to 75 HP. Oh, that's the exit tree. Where the hell is the little golden bough? The helpful one. Here we go. Oh, this sucks. That thing is fucking covered in enemies. Okay, well, it turns out I don't need it anymore because what I found was all of the stuff. I guess the coins are all the way over there. God. How did none of those actually go toward the werewolf that I was pointed at? You know what? This might be a good time for a little imperviousness, actually. Yeah, I think that probably saved me quite a lot of damage. Specials are 35% faster. I guess so? Volatile Array is definitely better. You know, obviously I want to be taking stuff off of the prophecies because I do want to get the rewards on the prophecies, but honestly, Fetching Array and Rapid Driver, I think, are both pretty not great. Fetching Array is like, to be clear, I don't mean that in a general sense about Fetching Array. I do think I mean that in a general sense about Rapid Driver. But I think Volatile Array is so much better
The Argent Skull.
for this build than those other choices. Why do the resource rewards have to have collision? Seems like a very silly thing to me. Fortunately, when these things don't have shielding, they're not really all that tough. Well,
now for what's mine. I think I'm finished here.
alright, stupid giant rocks. We are for sure going shopping. Let's get something cool from the shop. It's gonna be 2 zoo spoons. I don't hate that.
In the name of Hades.
Okay, attacks inflict blitz, I think, is absolutely fine. We should be able to inflict and fire off blitz repeatedly, relatively frequently. And it's an air boon, which I was totally paying attention to. Lightning deals more damage to froth-afflicted foes. Or your lightning bolt effects can strike more than once. Well, I mean, the big thing about this is that it's not air elemental. So I do think I am inclined to take double strike. Also, we just don't... We don't have good... We have several times had that, you know, extra effect on froth-afflicted foes stuff. And I feel like I just never have a good... reliable inflictor of the effect.
See you in the crossroads?
At this point in the run, sure, let me buy some bones. I'm sure we'll have plenty of money by the time we see a shop again. And nothing else to do but go forth and hopefully earn our reward.
Don't take your sorrow out on me.
Good. Ooh. Alright, I almost got hit by that fire wave there. That was pretty much just luck.
Tormenting him, are you?
Alright, here we are also definitely relying on the cast to actually keep the enemies off of us. Oh man, that miasma coming out of the ground directly underneath me really sucks. Maybe I should have waited on this, but I figured may as well get started toward earning the next one, right? Just throw that down. I guess there's not really any reason to do that because I am at full already. Oh boy. Yeah, that one, that fireball being thrown against the wall and so exploding like literally instantly really sucks, and I wish he wouldn't do that. I mean, we're doing okay, but it feels like it's taking me a long time to finish it. I'm having a hard time being able to stay close enough to deal damage.
Whether he fought ferociously or merely played, three-headed terror Cerberus does not let on.
Well, it didn't kill me, so I guess I'll take it.
Go find your master now.
And, indeed, nightmare. Where's my friend? Where's my friend?
Hello again, good shade.
Having quelled the fury of the fearsome triple-headed monster Cerberus, the Princess of the Dead stands poised to delve into the pits of Tartarus, where waits her lifelong foe.
We're now so close, aren't we? For night.
This build is definitely going to be kind of a pain in the ass during the long portions of the phase 2 of the Chronos fight where you can't approach him. Like big parts of the fight where you're just kind of not allowed to move. I'm going to have to stand there with no ammo, just waiting.
Going down. Not much farther now. Ever-shifting chambers. Realign.
Do tell Hades I said greetings if you happen to run into him.
Hey, look. These little pots. They're going to send them at us. Okay, here it is. Here's the real thing. I was going to say, if they're going to send them at us one by one, we can just stun lock it to basically anything. Yeah, the Blitz has been a really good damage bonus. Lightning, arrows, explosions. Being able to tell what's going on in the room is overrated. Ow. The hell am I? Oh, it's okay. I have no ammo and dashing. It's not giving me back any of my ammo.
3 chambers left.
Sadly, those hourglass projectiles still can really get you. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. We're okay. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of value out of High Tide. I don't know if y'all are seeing how often the enemies are being kind of just like pushed slightly out of their own range by High Tide shoving them back right before they attack. Ooh. Thought for a second I was going to get hit by that. It was a bad moment for the game to suddenly pause my movement.
Father. Be well, Lord Father.
Oh, daughter. Such a cacophony occurred after you last visited. Exactly when I cannot say. All of the Titan's wretched servants flew into a panic. Their cries would not cease. What transpired?
Perhaps they were concerned for their master, or busy trying to bring him back to life. Because I slew him, finally. And it won't be the last time.
Blood and darkness. Then you accomplished that which once took half the blasted strength of Olympus. All on your own.
Not on my own at all. I had their strength, if not their support, as you've given me yours. Father, we can stop him. And for now, we can kill him.
He shall seek vengeance with a renewed zeal. This entire plot of his is driven by the same impulse. Then kill him if you must. At least, his many deaths ought to keep him occupied.
It is a fair point, I suppose, that there is a significant similarity between my motivations and the motivations of my foe, and perhaps that's a thing to consider. So, I do love Unseen Ire. Fewer reinforcements. Fewer of the hourglasses during Phase 2 would certainly be very helpful. But I can't help but think, like, this build is probably one of the builds that deals with those better than most others. If nothing else, just due to support fire kind of spraying damage all over the place. We're probably going to get a fair amount of play out of Cinerary Circle. I think I'm going to try this one. We're spending a lot of magic this time. I'm very curious how good those are.
The resting hound of hell makes plain he wishes not to be disturbed.
Alright, then we do not attempt to pet him. We're going to be nice. He's going to warm up to me eventually.
In shadow I serve.
To shadow you return.
Sounds like a threat. Okay, it really is a huge amount of damage if I can get the decent Omega special off. That really sucks. Finally took one hit from that laser as I was reclaiming all of my shells. Yeah, those big dudes hit hard, and we are not really offered much choice on this run. Didn't even have the ability to take on extra chambers. Oh, Jesus. There's so many lasers coming from so many different angles.
That's something.
Alright, well, at least we're getting some decent psyche out of this run.
Be at peace.
Yeah, we've gotten a really, really good chunk. Alright, show me a good Charon shop. I would love to see some health. Okay, no HP. And unfortunately, there's not like a,
Thank the gods.
it's not like a golden urn around here, is there? No. Okay, so unfortunately, I get a high rarity boon, and then we get to choose between a low rarity boon and 40 armor. And given that I only have 1 Death Defiance and only 40 HP, I sure would love 80 armor. And if I'm taking the high level boon, or the higher rarity boon, which one am I taking? I suppose is an important question. They both could give me more air. If I were to get a boon for my special, I think I would prefer that it be Apollo. Yeah, let me take the Apollo.
In the name of Hades.
We still have a reroll, by the way. Special deals 100% more damage in a larger area. Feels like such a win, and it's a special, or it's an air. It's, yeah, extra dose is also obviously very good, but we gotta take this, right? We gotta.
All right.
And then 40 health versus a chance at getting the other, getting that that double attack boon anyway. It's probably 40 health at this point. We can't guarantee that the other boon will really be exciting. We do have a reroll available. We can probably try to find something pretty good. But I don't have... Yeah, I don't have a lot of sources of restoration is the thing. Like, I really do need the HP, I think.
Shored up.
36 gold short. All right, let's see if we can do it.
River, take me.
I think there's a chance. I think we have a build that can be played quite safely. Whether I will or not is a different question.
Your eyes do not deceive. I'm as hale and hearty as can be. That sinking sense you must have felt after our previous exchange. The fear of the utter senselessness of your entire enterprise. You now know it to be true.
Do you not remember that I told you I knew you would come back and I was fine with it?
I was never going to destroy you in a single clash. You more than anybody ought to know results of any worth take time.
Ah, so that you wish to make a habit of such unceremonious appearances as this. As though they might amount to something in the end. Fine. For my part, I occasionally need to stretch my limbs.
It does seem, though, like foreknowledge that I'll be back repeatedly, and that I only have one way into the house. Does mean he could just build like an emplacement gun, pointed at the pool over there. Ow. Little close, we're okay. That's really, really bad. Gotta change things up a little bit as he reveals his plan. So we saw the urns there. I didn't really get a lot of value out of one of them. Unfortunately, I was kind of thinking that they would be like, oh, you asshole. Yeah, see, like it makes a noise. There's an audio countdown on when your invincibility is going to end, but it's a little on the quiet side. Yeah, I kind of thought that it was going to be like the urns were around me and like followed me or something. The fact that they take up fixed positions on the ground and just wait there means that it's actually going to be really hard to oh shit, it's actually going to be really hard to guarantee that they hit anything of meaning. So I think what I've learned is that I'm not taking that option again.
That is what you get for all the inconvenience you caused.
I dashed directly away from him, which is like absolutely the worst possible way to do that.
Hey, Artemis.
I saw him like tensing up to do a dash, to do his attack, and I dashed directly away from him like that fucking lady in Prometheus. Instead of, cutting an angle so that he would miss me. And he just went further than I did. Ugh. Really, really not great. I think our build was fine there. I think I played that fight kind of poorly.
The Titan of Time. Even with all my training, I just couldn't beat him.
I think, for the record, I do think that build would have been more powerful in Phase 2 than it was in Phase 1. I think we would have found Phase 2 to be fairly straightforward. So I really needed to perform well in Phase 1, and I just didn't. And I took too much bad damage on the way down, too, which is unfortunate.
Ever think maybe we're just not cut out for this, Mel? Me with the haunting, you with the... What are you trying to do again?
Find the Titan of Time. Punish him for his crimes against my family. Restore the rightful ruler of the Underworld. Hey, you're cut out for haunting, Dora.
Oh, thanks. Just like I'm sure you're cut out for all that other stuff.
That I was definitely listening to.
Bye.
Where's Lord Moros?
Moonlight, guide us home tonight.
What is wrong with you?
I heard you went up top. Gotta breathe some fresh surface air. What made you go and do a thing like that? Thought you were single-mindedly going after Chronos.
Figured that I might do well with a change of scenery for a bit. Though I'm surprised you're not up there yourself, considering how things are.
It does sound pretty exciting, but I'd probably just be getting in the way. From what I hear, Ares has things well in hand up there. Imagine being the god of war right now. You'd be thrilled.
Your whole family would be in peril.
So?
Yeah, but murders.
How many is that?
The sonorous voice of the goddess of the hunt fills the clearing like a ray of moonlight, stirring the eternal souls of shades that there reside.
She's not bad, is she?
Watching with the eye of night above us all.
I see that look and know you must be going through a lot, Malinoi. But don't forget what we decided here.
We leave our worries at the threshold to this little clearing, yes. Though, don't you ever slip? Catch your mind drifting back to your concerns?
That's what the song is for. It doesn't make our troubles go away. It's so we can face them as best we can.
Yeah, all right. I don't know how well it's working, but all right.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be fine. I know those woods out there like the back of my, leg, I do suppose. I'm always grateful for your hospitality, great Titaness.
And you are welcome here and safe, Arachne. Now, I must beg your pardon. The matters that unfold of late require more of my attention than I'd like.
I truly understand. Then I'll get out of your hair. Farewell for now.
Farewell in turn.
I'm a little disappointed that she didn't just, rise up into the canopy.
Death to Chronos. There has to be a way. The
Okay.
incantation that Headmistress taught to me.
So, update the Book of Shadows with insight into the relationship status of one's acquaintances. This requires Lotus and Nectar and grants us 3 Witch's Delight, used for strengthening one's bond with animal familiars. The Dissolution of Time will require at least 5 sand. We can work on that. And then Unraveling a Fateful Bond will require 2 Lotus. I want to make sure I'm not spending... No, we'll be okay. We'll have everything we need. I do think I want to unlock this.
As I would know our enemy, I too would know my heart.
Shall we thus?
Maybe slightly more important to know one's own heart.
I've had these in my head for long enough. To all my beast companions, near and far, let us protect each other, soul and scar.
Carefully said.
Chronos shall enjoy these.
Oh, and then I do
Odysseus
need
out
to
checking on
go
reports.
to You need to go and harvest this monstrous nonsense.
You're all grown up. Born of chaos.
Alright, we need to plant some nightshade seeds. I do need some nightshade.
Now, my blood is bound by fate, yet blood runs free. Release me from this realm. Become my key.
Very well, then.
Let's try the surface one more time.
Alright, are we close to anything else? Nightshade and Cattail to get some fountain bonuses. A Well of Charon between regions would require a little bit more moly, which we'll certainly find at some point. Gain the ability to sprint into lone shades you encounter to turn them against your foes. That's a weird thing, but that's a lot of nightshade. And then the Crossroads Taverna will, of course, require garlic, which we have no idea the source of just yet, although I have a feeling. Okay, so we're not going to spend... Oh, we do have 3 cards. I wasn't sure if we got the 3rd one or not.
Moonlight guides you, broker. Hail, broker.
I have 1,400 bones, so we can probably get some stuff going in the cards here in a second.
A nemesis, about the dream I had. Chronos, he demanded that my father tell him where the fates reside.
Smart. Mother Nyx never would have told him. The fates may be my sisters, but even I have no idea where they are. Long as they're hidden, no one can mess with their designs.
You don't sound especially concerned that Chronos apparently found the 3 Weavers of Destiny and may be forcing their plans for the future.
Really? I ever give you the impression I had any hope this would end well?
How could he have found them? Wouldn't the fates see the threat coming?
They're always weaving. That means even they know only so much in advance. Chronos is time. Time moves faster than expected.
Well, ain't that the truth?
May Moonlight guide you.
Oh, come on.
What about these little friends?
You all look like you're being fed your share.
Does that mean they don't want my treats? Well, I'm still gonna go give one to Chronos. Maybe, if I'm allowed to.
I got you something. This is a very special treat, Chronos. It means you'll be protected when you're with me, and you can protect me in turn.
Hooray!
Meet me in the training grounds.
That is really excellent art of Chronos. Get up. Remarkable how much trouble I have just walking through a doorway.
I never
Can
realized.
indeed. Okay. So we have the Queen live. I still don't have any apples to activate Divinity. Activate. All right, that's yeah. That's that thing that I'm probably not going to be doing very much. We do have all the cards visible now. And the question is, like, what is the most valuable stuff to take from here? Obviously, persistence is very good, and it's our bridge. Like, through persistence to death is the only way we're getting to the lower cards, and I certainly do not want to remove death. In fact, what does it take to improve this? Wow, that is a lot of dust. There's a lot of dust. That ought to be a priority, I suppose, but that's a very expensive resource. How much? We can buy dust from the broker, right? Oh, it's actually not that expensive.
I've need of that.
Well, had I realized. I mean, listen, we got through one Chronos kill with just one. But yeah, we will for sure be doing this.
I never realized.
Okay, the next one is going to require an S dust, which is, I don't even have any idea what the S there would mean. We can improve some other ones around here. The Centaur would probably be pretty good to improve. This requires a feather. A pretty golden feather that seems to be glowing with blue flames, so it doesn't feel like just any feather. The Huntress would be good. I don't think I have the Huntress equipped right now. I definitely was not getting any play out of the Furies. Like, last run, the Huntress would have been way better than the Furies. I probably want this equipped generally. If I turn this on, it will turn off the Queen, because I'll have 3 2s. Same deal if I deactivate a 2 and turn on a 4. Unless I want to deactivate champions. But, like, strength is very, very good, right? Yeah, it's hard to keep the Queen active. What do the insights do on this? They just increase the chance they don't make the awakening any easier.
Focus.
Interesting. So we're currently only using 1 3. We could take Artificer through Excellence without disturbing our Queen at all. I mean, I don't necessarily. I don't want to seem like I'm like overstressing about this. It's okay. The dual blessings are fun, but we turn them down a lot, and I certainly don't like 6% is not that big of a difference. I absolutely am willing to discard that. We could turn off something and turn on Eternity, which is fine, but also gets us the Moon, which I think is pretty good. Just auto-charging hexes all the time. Yeah. There's a lot of work we could do around here. There's a lot of different stuff. For right now, I guess, the question is, like, we could turn off Enchantress. Cut us down to 1 reroll. Grab Eternity, which turns on the Moon. And it is nice to have a moment to safely channel your Omega moves. I would have avoided some damage on Chronos by doing this, for sure. And then we would still have 2 left over. You'd have 9% chance to deal critical damage with each move in an Omega combo. Different Omega moves used in succession. That doesn't seem super great. Or we could have the Furies turned on. That would kill our Queen, but like...
Eternity.
Yeah, that keeps the Centaur active, and then... Knight's just not very exciting. We can turn on a couple of 1s, maybe. Casts make you impervious and move faster. Sprint is faster. It's not very exciting stuff. Oh, I don't have... Yeah, that's right. Having Enchantress on will be pretty good once we have our first point of wool. Because it will effectively be giving us 3 rerolls. So I guess that's a thing to think about as well. I guess I am going to turn this back on for now. I think I would rather have this than the Queen. And we just need like 90 more Psyche. So let me go back and buy some moon salt here. So what did I want to push up? I wanted to push up Wayward Sun and Centaur is 5 total. And then I can get a lot of like little bonuses elsewhere. 5, 8 maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna buy 8 dust, and we're gonna get some upgrades here and see what the next level of upgrading these cards would require.
I'll take it.
Thanks, pal. Okay, nectar's pretty cheap too. Honestly, let me have a nectar. I should not be walking around with 0.
Just breathe.
All right, so give me this bonus for sure. Then it requires apples. A little bit more healing per location.
This strength is mine.
Which we can then upgrade further with cinders, and I do have access to that. I
understand.
Go ahead and buy that. Okay, and 2 upgrades is as good as that gets. But that's nice. That'll be helpful in the later areas for sure. And then we could go ahead and still push the moon up. I'm getting pretty low on bones, but I think I'm going to do that. One more run back to the broker. It's a shame that I can't just know
Trade you.
how much of stuff I will need ahead of time, but unfortunately costs reveal themselves in a way that is not conducive to efficient commerce.
Now I see.
Okay, and for this I just need pearls, which I absolutely have. Okay, I'm definitely feeling a lot more powerful. Oh, and then also,
what secrets lie within?
We have the ability to unlock some stuff, but I'm going to unlock the aspect of Charon now before I forget and spend these cards.
Grant me the aspect of Charon.
Wait, who?
The axe has his little hat on it. Next up would be a nightmare. So your cast erupts like a stronger Omega cast if you throw your Omega special into it. It's an interesting idea. I don't know how good that is, and I probably won't be going with it. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Commander, there must be something you could tell me of my brother. The stronger my connection, the better our chances. You knew him, didn't you?
I knew your brother, yeah. Good kid most of the time. He wouldn't want you to be so hung up about him. What he'd want, more than anything, I think, is for you to hit me as hard as you can, repeatedly and often, and that's what I would want for you as well.
Very well.
Skelly, I'm starting to think there are untoward motives behind your obsessions. That's what greeting looks like.
Come along.
It seems we have a new disciple.
Do I get to know what Chronos does? Or is this just a mystery to be discovered?
Stay here.
All right, yeah, come along, friend. Oh, it's perfect. He's so beautiful. And he's got the little moon thing on his back. What a hero. All right, well, I don't know exactly what to expect going up to the top, but I figure gold crowns will probably still be useful up there. And so... Oh, wait.
The princess of the Underworld now holds the key to the once warded gateway leading all the way up to the surface of this world. But how is she to fare in that forbidden realm?
We'll find out.
My will be done.
Okay, interesting to note that we do not get any testaments. We do not get any testaments upward. So yeah, we'll just use the weapon that has the thirst on it. Oh yeah, what does this black coat require? Cinders, of which we have plenty, and adamant, of which we have none. Okay, and then we do have the resources, I suppose, to push the aspect of Momus even further. The aspect of Circe would require some of that Lotus that we spent. I'm not sure that we had enough. Whenever you use casts, so does your animal familiar, forming a psychic leash. Okay. That's interesting. Or we could go back to the aspect of Melanoe and level it up a bit and just get power for our specials and also max magic. You know what?
Descura, awaken.
Let's vary it up a little bit. And it's just Psyche and Silver to keep pushing that.
Descura, reveal your secrets.
And indeed, Psyche and Silver even more.
Let our bond grow strong.
Oh, something's up.
The Skelly kills me. What a delight. What a delightful friend. So there is one more rank to be earned here, and sadly I ran out of Psyche, and I think we only have like 90 bones, which is not enough to buy the remaining Psyche, right? No, we can buy 5. So we did pick up a new prophecy. I'm sure every weapon's gonna have a prophecy to push it all the way to 5. Oh, interesting. Okay, we'll get 2 Shadow Dust when we finish that, which we will almost certainly be able to do after the next run. We've banked so much silver. Okay, so it's a little bit sad that we're gonna have to take our weapon out on a run here. Almost completed. But like, there's something to be said for having plus 30 base power on your specials. Definitely a thing to focus on for this build. So that is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm pretty happy with the way that went, even though we did not successfully commit a huge time murder. And when you come back next time, we are going to absolutely crush the surface. I've seen a little bit of the beginning of it. Most of it was not in the game last time I played. So surprises await. Come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.